everybody, thanks for joining us today at Wrought Iron Farm. Today we're going to be making a Damascus kitchen knife. This is a borrowed Damascus I made a few days ago. It's a 27 layer count. I put together 3 9-layer bars. And here I'm just flattening it out a little bit. Right here I'll be working on the tang. Here I'm just rounding out the tang a little bit. Now I'm trying to stretch the blade and work on the bevels a little bit, going sideways on the dies. This year was the first year for the power hammer. We ended up getting a tire hammer about 6 months ago. So, still learning. I need to radius those dies more, but just makes me nervous taking a grinder to the dies. But eventually I'll work up the nerve to get it done. Right here I'm just touching up the bevel, making sure everything is where I like it. Now the blade is cool, I'm just going to be knocking some scale off and trying to straighten everything up. Put it in the knife tongs. Next I'll be working on the tang. Right here I'm trying to put the tang on the spine of the knife. And I'm just going to straighten everything and knock off a little scale, straighten it up. Not really forging there, I'm just straightening. So here I'm gonna clean it up. I got a used 36 grip belt. I'm going to knock off as much scale and, try to round up the corners a little bit. Get everything the way I like it. Now here I'm going to knock off all the scale on the sides. Here I'm going to switch to a fresh 36 and really get to work. Fresh 36 just hogs off material. Just trying to thin down that blade and get all the hammer marks and scale spots off of it. Forging is probably about a quarter of the time you spend on a knife. The rest is just grinding, filing, sanding, handle work when you get to the handle. So after I ground it, I realized that there was a crack where the weld didn't take on the bottom bar. So I'm gonna bring this blade down about an inch and just nip out that little spot there. I'm gonna cut out the chunk with the angle grinder, and then we'll move over to the belt grinder and pretty it up. Always make sure you wear safety equipment while working with this kind of equipment, because you don't want this stuff in your lungs, your eyes. You gotta take care of yourself. So here I just I'm getting rid of that crack and just rounding everything up. And I believe this was a 120 belt I was using, either a 60 or 120 grit belt. So here I already etched it in ferric chloride. This is after heat treat. I missed the heat treat, but that was instant coffee that I was soaking the blade in to really bring out the black of the high carbon steel. And here I'm just filling in the handle with some 2-part epoxy. You'll see me push in the blade here in a second. Coat it and I push it in and pull it out a couple times to really make sure that I get good glue contact on all the surfaces inside the blade or inside the handle. And then here I'll use my trusty clamp I inherited from my dad. Give it a good squeeze, make sure everything's straight and got some push out on the glue. Let it sit for 24 hours. I'm just going to shape the handle here. Got I believe this is a 36 grit belt also. Just get rid of some of the wood and get it down to the shape I think feels good in my hand. There we go. Now I'm just touching up the bevel with I believe this is an 800 or 1,000 grip belt. I don't really remember, but just touching up the edge. Now I'm gonna take it over and strop it. This is just a piece of wood with some leather glued to it, and I have leather glued on 2 sides. I have the grain of the leather up top, and then on the bottom is the smooth leather. And there I'm just pointing out a little burr. Putting some oil on the handle. The handle is maple burl. The video and pictures just do not do this handle justice. It is absolutely beautiful when you see it in person. Just wiping everything down here with the oil. Admiring my work. This one turned out really well. I'm really happy with the way this blade turned out. If you enjoyed the video, or have any comments on how we can improve, we'd appreciate it. If you give us a like, a thumbs up, and a share, we really appreciate it. Thank you much, and have a great day.